For joining us tonight alongside Catherine Hawley, I'm Kelly Swoop. A pretrial hearing normally doesn't make the news, doesn't get a lot of attention, but today a judge heard motions in the case against the 6 police officers charged in the death of Freddie Gray.
Yeah, there were 3 major things discussed: whether the state's attorney, Marilyn Mosby, will prosecute the case, whether the charges will be dismissed, and if the defendants will be tried together, have their own court cases, or in some combination. Brian Kubler was in the courtroom today and joins us live with what happened.
Yeah, Catherine, the breaking news is here. We just came out of the courtroom. We just learned moments ago that we will indeed have 6 separate trials in the Freddie Gray case. That was the last motion of the day. The state argued that it wanted to try Officer Nero, Sergeant Alicia White, and the van driver Cesar Goodson together. But Judge Barry Williams said all those officers were charged differently and they need to have their own trials. That means each of the officers will all 6 of them will have his or her own trial. Now, this is a victory for the defense, but earlier this morning, it was a different story. Denied. Judge Barry Williams made quick work of 2 pretrial motions this morning. The charges against the Baltimore Six will not be dropped, despite the defense's concern that Baltimore City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby's comments on the May 1st press conference were akin to, quote, a pep rally, and that she exhibited, quote, exquisite hypocrisy. While he found some of those words troubling, Judge Williams denied the motion. Welcome news to Baltimore City NAACP President Tessa Hill Aston.
That's what everybody wants, just a fair trial and justice. So whatever happens at the end is going to happen, but that's going to happen with the prosecutor and the defendants, with them showing what they're working with, and then the judge making a decision. But he's a no-nonsense judge, and I think he's very fair. The
defense team's motion to recuse the entire state's attorney's office from prosecuting this case suffered much the same fate. Despite almost a 50-page argument illustrating what the defense called several conflicts of interest, Judge Williams said none of them rose to the level of him disqualifying an entire office from prosecuting this case.
And I have to be very impressed with our legal system today. I think the lawyers were at their best. The judge was prepared to rule, and the message is we're not going to delay things. We're going to give you a fair opportunity to argue.
And that was evident today, so if you're keeping score at home, State 2, Defense 1. Now, the next big motion in this case will be the change of venue. That hearing is scheduled for Thursday, September 10th, and it is supposed to take all day and is regarded as the biggest pre-trial motion in the Freddie Gray case. Reporting live in downtown Baltimore this evening, Brian Kubler, ABC 2 News.